1001 problems. When you are speaking on the money that is going to be given to the oracle, you speak all that your challenges are, all your difficulties, the reason why you come for a reading. You speak it on the money. We give it to the Afar oracle, and then the Afar oracle comes back and tells us what it has seen around you. That's why we at our shrine, we don't listen to your problem before doing a consultation or a reading. We will not listen to your problem ahead. It is during the consultation and the reading that the problem that you are having will come out to our knowledge. We will not ask you what has brought you here, what is your problem. And so we will not know whether you have one problem, two problems, three problems, or 1001 problems. So our charges is only one charge for a reading, and that is it. However, if we look into your matter or look into your case during the reading, and it pointed that there should be so many different rituals that should be done for you to fix your problems, then each ritual that you will do, you will buy the items for each ritual that is supposed to be done. For instance, if you are supposed to feed your ancestors, you buy the items that the Voodoo prescribed, or the oracle prescribed that you should buy for feeding your ancestors. And if there is a herbal bath to be done for you, we will tell you which herbs that are needed to be used for your herbal bath. And then if in your reading, witches have appeared in your reading that they needed to be taken care of, we will tell you the things. We ask the witches what they want from you, and we will tell you, you get them, and we will do that ritual. And if Togbe Ade, or the spirit Ochosi, has appeared in your reading, then we will tell you the things that you will need to use to contact or have contact with the spirit of Togbe Ade. And like we were talking about the spirit of Ogun or Egu, as Eves call it, we will, if it appears in your reading, we will tell you the things that the Egu wanted or you should bring to the shrine of Egu to pray for you. So in our reading, we don't break the readings to say, okay, because you have 3 readings, we have to charge you for each problem that you have. We don't know, and we are not interested in knowing how many problems you come to say. You speak on your money even from your house before coming. And when you bring your money and you put it down, we will be able to find the problem and tell you, this is what we have seen. After we told you what we have seen, we will now ask you, what was the problem that you spoke on your money? And most of the time, it will be exactly what we have seen for you. And maybe we will even see more than what you have spoken on your money. And we will tell you. So, Mr. Lustig, get the person back there. Let me see the name because it's not familiar name. Yeah, the name, Mr. or Madam, I don't know, the Lustig, that is it. So when you come, you only do one reading. We don't do it like this problem is a different reading. We are not interested in hearing your problem before consultation. Thank you very much. Then move the listen up. Oh, we have Osabu Moses here. Good afternoon, Bokor. Please, how I join Africa Magic Temple Enu Ledo? Yes, Mr. Osabu Moses. There is no organization to join. I did not create a membership organization whereby people come and join. There is nothing to join at African Magic Temple. What we represent is to teach you about your own tradition, to tell you how to get closer to your ancestors. And if in any case you have any challenges in your life and you wanted to find solution to it, you come and do a reading. And when you do a reading or divination, when that is done, then we will tell you what things you should bring for us to solve your problem. We do not have an organization for anybody. I did not create organization or membership organization. And it is a very deliberate thing. I don't want to form a religion. I am only teaching spirituality. And you learn as you go, you develop yourself as you go. I'm not looking for people to worship me, whether I am alive or I am dead. I'm not looking for people to say, oh, this is master. I'm not interested in that. I am just teaching it as it is. So if you are interested in learning, you can join us every time, ask your questions. And if you want to get initiation, you come, we will initiate you into different energies that we work with, or different voodoos that we work with. We will initiate you into whichever you wanted to be initiated into. When we do a reading and the reading accepts, or the voodoo accepts that you can be initiated into it, we will. But otherwise, there is nothing like a membership at my shrine. We don't have a membership. So thank you very much, Akbe, Tabuyo Sabu Moses. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we can go back to Clubhouse, and if anybody has anything there, you can.
Hello, Papa.
Yes, go ahead, Shamba.
I just wanted to ask, since we have done my eye-opening ceremony and things, I noticed that when I'm in conversations with people, like, I tend to pick up on things that, like, the things that they are about to say, or like that they're thinking a lot, and things like that. And I just wanted to know, like, how, like, because when I say things, like, sometimes I'll just do it on accident because I would see, or I would hear the thought, and I would say it, and the person would say, like, oh, that was what I was thinking. But I wanted to know, like, how could I do that more, like, when I want to?
Okay, yeah, that's a very good question. You see, the sixth sense, or as people call it, the sixth sense, is not a physical sense, or the sixth eye, or the third eye, people call it. I mean, people have all kind of names for it. When your eyes and your ears are open spiritually, what it means is that you can now pick vibrations. You can now pick thought waves, just like how radio waves are. If you have a transistor, I think that's the name radio it was called in the past, a transistor. When you have a transistor and the radio waves are moving in the air, let's say so, or they are moving through the, what do you call it, no, yeah, it's atmosphere, but there's a particular word I wanted to use where the radio waves moves through. In the
frequency.
In the ether. In the frequency, yes, okay, in the frequency. When the radio waves are moving through it is just flowing like a river. But when you have a transistor, which can tune into the wave, like the meter band, which is allocated to that particular frequency, when you tune into that frequency, so from that frequency where this thing is being transmitted from, you can now pick it and you will hear it in your radio. The same thing with the television when it becomes television, because they are transmitting from a station and they have a frequency on which they are also transmitting. And if you buy your television set and you tune in to that same frequency, you will be able to pick the station's transmissions, and then you see and hear what they are saying. Those waves are just moving, but only with the physical eye we cannot see. That's why a gadget has been created, like the radio, the telephone, and also the television and other things, to be able to pick these waves and then bring them into reality. Shamba, are you following me?
Yes, Papa.
So when your eyes are open spiritually, or your ears are open spiritually, or when your third eye is activated, your clairvoyance and clairaudience ability becomes clearer. So you can now pick thought waves from a distance as well as from a close proximity. You can pick people's thought waves. And it is up to you to be able to know how to translate it. And when you translate it into physical, this, and people will be saying, that was what I was thinking. What had happened actually is that you had your station, you had already picked your transistor, let me say so, which is your activating of your third eye or your sixth sense, has already picked that wave from what the person was thinking. You had picked it already, so you have to, when you translated it into physical, the person will be surprised that I was thinking about that. You were not in his head, and his head is not yours, but you are able to know what the person was thinking. And that is growth. Spiritual growth means you can pick waves. This is a natural thing, but it is not very easy for everybody to do. That's why we go through processes to activate that sixth sense in order to pick waves, and then we'll translate it. The way you can be able to do it very often is that you should rely on your instincts, because your instincts are the one that are going to prompt you or give you the indication or the notification that this is what is happening. But if the moment you ignore your instincts, you miss it. It will pass by and it will not come back. So anytime you are prompted by your instincts to say something, you should say it and see whether that's what was happening. And the more you do it, the better you become at it. And you begin to communicate with people, and you can communicate with people near and far without uttering a word from your mouth. So you should do it frequently, and then you get better. Because anything that you learn in life, the more you practice with it, the better you become at it.
Thank you, Papa.
You're welcome. You know, a lot of people are out there, they don't have the ability to be able to see or hear, but they go creating illusions and lies. What they did not see, they see, and they get people put in the audience or in the place, and somebody will begin to confirm what they are hearing. Those are all charlatans. People are charlatans, and they use those things to kind of fool others to come closer to them so that they can take advantage of them by cheating them and collecting their money. A real seer is what you are beginning to become. You're beginning to become a real seer, and then it is not for money, it is not for anything, it is for pure spiritual development, that your frequency, you are able to pick the frequency of other people's thoughts. And I'm very happy and glad that you are getting there.
Yes, thank you, Papa. I also noticed too, when I say the things that come to my mind, they will sometimes cause an argument between two people. It won't cause a problem for myself, but for the people around me, it'll cause an argument for them.
Yeah, you know why? Because they were keeping it as a secret, but you were able to pick it up. So now they probably thought that one of them had told you or had spoken it somewhere, and you got to know. They did not see that you were just picking the waves from their mind. So they will be confused and they will pick argument with each other, because the secret was their secret. But then you, an outsider, you were able to pick it. Okay, so
thank you.
You're welcome, Shamba. I'm very grateful, and I'm very happy for you. But then everything is patient, take it slowly, and as you grow, it will come more and more, and you become a master of it as you grow. Everybody has that ability. It's only getting to know the right way and the right teacher who can impact that knowledge or activate that sixth sense ability, and then it will start working for you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
We have Van Perico here saying, when he bring it down a little bit, on Facebook saying that Van Perry, saying, hello Papa, have your voodoos denied many people from taking initiation in the past, or do they let most people have initiation? It is on case-by-case basis. There are certain people that the voodoos will say that they shouldn't give them initiation. Even when we are doing a reading, the person comes that I want to take Afa, and the reading will just say, no, we cannot give Afa to this person. And we ask, well, can we give them something different from Afa? They say yes. And sometimes they want to get voodoo, and they say, no, you cannot get a voodoo, you can only get Afa. So it is a case-by-case basis. Because the spirits in my shrine, the spirits that I work with, or the voodoos that I work with, are more like human beings, I would say, because they are very close to me, and they are close to people, and they know people's hearts, and they know people's mind. They know what you are thinking, and they know what you are feeling. So when you come and they realize that you are not a good person to be given power, they will deny you. But if they think that you are a good person to be given power, sometimes you even won't call on certain voodoos, but the voodoos themselves will come and ask me to initiate you into their cult, whether you call it cult or into their order. Yeah, they'll ask me to initiate you into the order. Sometimes it happens, we just sit down and some voodoo will just come from the inner spiritual shrine and come to alert me that it's here, and it's here because of a particular person, that I should initiate such a person into its order. So, Van Perry, it is like that. It's not like, I can't say that they have rejected many people or they have accepted many people. It is on case-by-case basis, people who come. Yeah. Thank you very much. And then we have our big sister Oluchi trying to help me with, okay. It's the big sister Oluchi will say it is called electromagnetic field. When he goes direct, same time with the person speaking to you from phone or face to face, it depends on the electromagnetic field at the moment, on the frequency of you and the person or around you. Correct if I'm wrong, Papa. Oh, you are not wrong, you are just talking the right thing. It's the electromagnetic field. But I was trying to talk about we have the F or matter, which is a frequency too, even though that frequency is not as high as other this is. So we have that, and then we have a luminous factor where certain frequencies pass through, and then we have luminous. We have the liquid factor where certain frequencies can pass through, and then we have the luminous factor where waves and frequencies or some waves can pass through. Then we have the aerial factor where certain frequencies can go to, and then we have the ethereal factor where another frequency can go to. I think the radio waves travel through the ether, where the radio waves travel through. That's the frequency of what I was trying to say. The frequency, radio waves, they travel to ethereal factor. So, ethereal frequency. That's what I was trying to remember, and I forgot. Thank you very much, big sister Aluchi. You are very right. It is electromagnetism that is between two people that can bring them to connect on the mental and the psychic level. That's very true. Thank you very much. Then we have David Tetra here. Say Happy New Year, Papa. Kindly educate us of what this year brings us and little guidance to be successful in the year. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, David Tetra. I'm very grateful for that question. As we are in the year of Saturn, Saturn is, because the year started on a Saturday, it's a Saturnic year, and it's a year that is full of action. There will be good things, there will be bad things, and it also has something to do with Archangel Camiel and Cassiel, and the attributes in this Archangel Cassiel and Camiel is wars, misunderstandings, accidents, deaths, and all kind of things. So we should be expecting, but otherwise, this year is going to be a very good year for everybody, and we should be hopeful and look forward to a new year, a better year. You should all do, you don't just sit down and let it come to you. You must be doing some actions to be able to create the avenue for the good things that are in the year to come to you. A lot of times people think that they say, oh, this year is very good. So just by them sitting down and they are expecting all the good things in the year to come. No. Even if there is money inside a bank, if you don't walk to the bank and put some documentation or write certain papers, the money will not come into your hand. So it is in spirituality. If you don't make the efforts to develop yourself and change the situation in which you are, you cannot expect that, because they say spirituality will help you, and if you close your eye and sit down doing nothing, it will come to you. You need to make the efforts. First is by doing a reading to know what you can, what the year holds for you as an individual, and then the directions and the directions and what do you call it? Okay, the directions given in the reading and the guidelines that are given in the reading. If you are able to follow them through, then you can know what you can reap, what is in the year for you. But just sitting down and say what they say, so it is a good year, so it's a good year, so you are going to be what do you call it? You are going to expect it to fall for you. No, it doesn't happen like that. You must make your own physical, personal efforts to make it happen for you. Thank you very much, David Tetra. I'm very grateful, and I greet my grandchildren, your wife, and your mother-in-law, your sisters, and everybody, and my grandchildren. Thank you very much, God bless you. And then we have Big Sister Oluchi also okay here again and saying that okay, Papa, thank you. Papa, thank you very much, Big Sister Oluchi. I'm very grateful. And then we have Daniel Azoni Senior. Good day, Papa. On which day is ideal to have a real encounter with God? I don't know. I don't know which day is an ideal day to have encounter with the gods. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't have anything on that to know that it's a real day. Every day that God created is a real day. So I don't know what you mean by saying what a real, an ideal day to have a real encounter with God. I don't understand your question, but honestly, I don't know. And let's move forward. Okay, Togbe Jigbeza is telling a slithering serpent that his address on social media is Togbe at a slithering serpent, yes. That his is Instagram indigenous 360. That is Togbe Jigbeza's Instagram handle, indigenous 360. Yes. DJ, la quelle cane ma quelle figlioli, o cata, sia quelle che hanno nel coio, hanno apura nani, hanno cipura nani. We are having challenges with the audio, so those of you who are on TikTok, maybe you have to have a patience with for us because the audio on Facebook is not okay. So no, me not charge you. Phone I mean, phone me, they need charging, and since we are not using this one, use this one to charge something. Since we are not using it, use it to charge something.
Yeah, okay.
The sound is okay now. Okay, so please, those of you who have been waiting, our sound is okay now. So I will take that question of Egugu Meiji, who is sending information. Say, what is the difference between Egugu Meiji is asking what is the difference between the Hoga and Bokor? See, Hoga, we in our Ewe language, we don't have anything called Hoga. What I know in Ewe is Hunonga, which a lot of people in Haiti call it Uga. Hunga. Yes, maybe Hunga can be quite close to the name Hunoga. If people don't want to call you Hunoga, they will call you Hunga, probably. Maybe that's the Hoga that you are talking about. But a Huno is someone who has is working with spirits, or working with voodoo, or working with Hun. The word Hun in Ewe means God or spirit. or voodoo. The same word for voodoo can also be called a hun. So a person who works with hun is called hun no. If it's a man, and if it's a woman, it's called hun si. There are so many huno and hunsi who also are working with afa. So when you are a huno and you are also working with afa, you can be called hunoga or hunga, and also they can also call you bokor. But if you are having you are working with voodoo, but you are not initiated into fa or afa, there is no way you can be called a bokor. A bokor is only the name for a person who is initiated into afa. So hunga can also be called bokor if he or she is initiated into fa. And a bokor can also be called a huno in the sense that he is working with spirits, so they can call him huno. But if he is only a huno and not initiated into fa, there's no way that name should be applied to the person or ascribed to the person. So there's a difference between a hunga and bokor. So that is a Google Meiji was asking that question. Let's move out. Then we have Henry Hansen. We were asking about him earlier. Henry Hansen, it's a good day, Papa, and Wezolo. Akpe, Henry, how are you? Papa, good to see you, and I hope you and the family are good. Papa, I'm also good by His grace, watching you live from Colorado Springs. Thank you very much, Henry. Yes, my health has been challenges, but God so good, and the spirits and everybody, they are helping me, and I'm getting better slowly. So today I am here live. Thank you very much, Henry. Yeah, please move it up and let's see. And then again, Henry was saying, Papa, it's good now. We can hear you loud and clear on Facebook. Thank you. Then we have DJA. The sound is low. Yeah, okay. I think we have just fixed it. If it is still low, please let us know so that they can increase it. Yeah. We are going on YouTube. We have Michael James say Alafia and blessings, Baba, to you and your family and others around the world. Everywhere watching me, we all gain deep spiritual insight and apply it for its right use. Ire Ashe. Thank you very much, Michael James. In the US, we are very grateful to you for joining the section. And then we have okay, African Magic Temple was saying hello, African Magic Temple fans worldwide. We are live again. Please send in your questions, and also don't forget to like and share. That's from African Magic Temple. That's us. And then we have Amwaku Evans Jr. He said the sound. Then again we have Michael James. I believe the volume on your end is not on. If possible, could you check to make sure? Ashe, thank you. So Michael, let me know if now the volume is much better than before. Then they say, and then Michael went on. The sound is on now on YouTube. Thank you. Then we have Togbe Jigbezan Seseoka saying greetings and good day, Papa Bokor Enuledo. Waliwofu America Medena Nudo. Thank you. And not only one person does not salute, it's two people who salute each other. Thank you, America Oliwofun. I hope all is well with you and everyone. Thank you for your continued teaching and lessons. Thank you very much for all you, the fans out there who are making it possible for us to be able to teach. Are you people still showing the video of the old video we are showing live? We are not done with the YouTube. Then we have Michael James. They say James, can Orun Apadi F born ancestor spirits who were disrupted while on F affect family members or others who are living, and how to identify these F-bound ancestors. Michael, I am not very sure about that question because this is more in a Yoruba concept where you have the Orun Akpadi or F-bound ancestors spirits, and I'm not very sure if I can understand that, but definitely spirits that the ancestors who pass on to the other side, they actually interact with people on the physical plane through dreams, through other things, and sometimes in our belief that the people are born back to people are born, these ancestors sometimes take a physical birth again. That's what we believe. And then it is actually when people notice a child behaving like somebody that had passed on for some years or several years, and this new child has taken that behavior, or a child will begin to behave like an adult when he's very little or very young, then people can say an ancestor is born. But these F-bound spirits, I'm not sure if I am very aware or know so much about it. Yes, what I know is what I teach. If I don't know so much about something, I cannot teach about it. But as you have mentioned it, I will find out from our culture, from the Ewe culture, to see what that is. And if we meet next time, I will be able to throw or share some light on that for you. Thank you very much, Michael James. And then we have Amako Evans Jr. He said, could it be true that the invocation of the Shemhamforash will be in the Bible? Yes, there's possibility that it's in the Bible, because the word Jod-He or He, which is the common name everybody call Jehovah, is actually part of the Shemhamforash. So it is very possible that the Jehovah that people are calling, because the real name is Yod-He Vohe. So in the Shemhamforash, in the Semiforash, it is called the Yod-He Vohe, and which has been simplified in the form Jehovah, so or Jehovah. Because you know, in the original Jewish there is no word called, there is no J alphabet. Yeah, that's why the word is Yehovah or Jehovah, and then later the English call it Jehovah when it gets to Europe. So let's move to another section. So good evening to all of you on TikTok. I'm very sorry we are very late, but once I'm here, I'll be able to talk for at least for about an hour and a half, and then I can close, because my physical body is not that strong. And then we have a Saki baby saying good evening, sir. Hello, good evening. And then it says Saki baby is Grace from Dansuman, Accra. Okay, hello Grace, how are you? Thank you very much for coming to the program. I'm grateful. And then again is the same. Okay, Grace, yes, how are you? Thank you very much. Yeah. And then we have a beloved 247 called The Sound Is Okay. And then we have Charlie Max 345 say hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Charlie. And Charlie Max 345 is a happy Sunday, and happy Sunday to you too. We have African say, do you have WhatsApp? Yes, African, we have WhatsApp. I said, Baba, do you have a WhatsApp? Yes, we do. In our profile, when you see our number, we have the WhatsApp there. And Charlie again went on. I think his first message was hello. Thank you very much, and hello to you, Charlie. Thank you very much. And then I think that's all that we have for TikTok now. Yeah, so that's what it is. And if you people are still there, you want to ask some questions, you can all go and ask questions. Thank you. We are very grateful that you joined. Okay. I think that's it for now. So play some videos, and then we'll let them play some videos. But what you not say? They don't play video, must say. We don't have so many distance here. Then we came.
Me no kwe la funudalo. Oh me no. Oh me to. Asui. Oh me la funudalo. Oh me la funudalo. Oh me no. Oh me to. Asui. Pẹ̀lẹ́bù àdálẹ́bù pẹ̀lẹ́bù àdálẹ́bù pẹ̀lẹ́bù àdálẹ́bù àrò àbíyá pẹ̀lẹ́bù àdálẹ́bù pẹ̀lẹ́bù àdálẹ́bù Bebelevo, Adalevo, Aguafenya. Mekade o malelo, Adela mekade o male kasilo yo. Mekade o malelo, Mekade o male kasilo. Mekade o malelo, Adela mekade o male kasilo yo. Mekade o malelo.
Give me the negative destiny in Yoruba. I know that destiny is called Karada. And then in Japanese, because I stayed in Japan, they call it Umme. Umme in Japanese language, which is destiny. When destiny is against you, there's a lot of things you will try, but you will not succeed. No matter how much hard working you are, no matter how much you sacrifice yourself, things will not be going positively for you the way you want it. There's a song that is sung during one of the rituals of a seven or negative destiny is Menya Wonao, Menya Wonao, Esendo Menya Wonao. means to be able to work out your destiny is not an easy thing, it's a challenge. Menya wana, esendo menya wana, evinwe jiji lesebo, to give birth to good children, beautiful children, children that will succeed in life. It depends on your destiny. Esronwe dede lesebo, to get married and find love and live in a marriage peacefully, lovingly, is your destiny. Gapopo lesebo, to be rich and be wealthy and be successful in life and all that you want that will bring you peace, it is your destiny. Deka JJ lesebo, to be handsome, to be beautiful, it's also your destiny. I think most of you will agree with me that it's not everybody in this world that is handsome, not every man in this world that is handsome, and it's also not every woman in this world that is beautiful. It is their destinies that chose that for them. And some people are so beautiful, so handsome, as if they were angels. It is also their destinies that chose that for them. So destiny is the God that created human being. Other gods may create the oceans and valleys and trees and sky, but the one that created human being is your destiny, the God of destiny. Ese. That's why the question that Juliet Austin asked was about destiny. If your destiny, is it Juliet who asked that question? Huh? It was on YouTube. If it's not Juliet, then it's somebody.
It was on YouTube.
It's on YouTube about destiny. No, you're going too far. Come. Yeah, that place. Say whether consequences, either or bad, pass on to the next generation. Yes. So you see, what do you call it? When okay, me no switch back. Camera managing you. Let them switch back to me so we can.
Please, I'll switch back to Papa. Okay. 50. Yeah.
Okay, so we have we are back here. We have a Henry Fleet, which has been on Facebook for Revolution Voodoo Education for some time now, about an hour ago, saying that go ahead, move the thing. That good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hope all is well. Yes, Henry Fleet. Yes, all is well. Thank you very much. Then we have a DJA. We have DJ saying, Papa, when someone comes for a protection, does that reading reveal the problems of the person? Does that reading reveal the problems of the person as well as the spirits suitable for the protection? When you come for a protection, yeah, we will ask. We have basic protections that we know about, so we can ask the Afa or the spirit directly if they are the ones who can protect you. They don't reveal your problems because you are coming for protection. So we will only ask whether this protection will be good for you or not be good for you. But if you come for a complete reading, then of course we will do a reading and tell you what is your problems, to reveal what is your problem. But when you say you want us to do a protection for you, we will only have to ask the spirits that we have, or the protective energies that we have, to ask them whether which of them will protect you. So it will not reveal your problems and how to solve it. But if you come for a real reading, yes, of course, they will to reveal your problem and also tell us what to do for you. Thank you, DJ. Me come here Hawaii. Like I like my like over like. Then we have Jerome Shaban. He said, "Good afternoon, Togbe Yvonne." Hello, Jerome. Thank you very much, and good afternoon to you too. How are you, and how is family? Thank you very much for joining the section. And then we are now on TikTok. We have Emmanuel Owusu 023 Kwabena Kumasi. Hello Kwabena, how are you? Thank you very much. And then we have Tieku Aqua 963. Say hello Baba, I want to be rich. Everybody want to be rich. Not only you, we all want to be rich. And if you want to be rich, you have to work. Thank you. And then we have Angela Ejere. Angela Ejere say yeah from Kumasi. Hello, yeah. How are you? Thank you. Thank you very much. Then move up and let's see. I think that's all for now. So we have Pure Berry. Say, Togbe, please, I want you to check my star for me because everything of mine is gone down. Pure Berry, if you want to check, call the number on our profile and book an appointment. They will tell you the things that they will use, that we will take from you before doing a reading. So thank you. And then we have a sweet Sadi. Sadia, how are you? Thank you, sending us a rose flower times 7. Then sweet Sadi again sent about 13 rose flowers to us. Thank you very much, Sadi. I'm very grateful. It's been a while. Yeah, I have not forgotten about what you asked me to do. I will find some time. My health has not been that great, but I'll find some time and record it and explain to you. Thank you very much. And then we have Savage Black saying hi. Good evening, Togby. Good evening, Savage Black. Thank you very much for joining today's section 2. And then we have Flexible Jonathan saying hi. Hello, Flexible. Thank you for joining. We still have a sweet Sadi sending us 13 flowers again. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. And then Sweet Sadi is saying that, Papa, please, what is Fa initiation, please? Okay. Fa is the Ewe name for what they call Ifa in Yoruba or Nigeria. The Ewes call it Afa. And I believe there are so many other ethnic groups that call it Afa. The Yorubas call it Ifa. And Afa is to know your destinies. Afa is like knowing why you are here. Afa gives you the blueprint of your existence or your coming onto this planet or to this phase of life. Afa will reveal to you when you are initiated who you are, the things that you are supposed to do while you are here, the people you should associate with, the kind of foods you should avoid, and yeah, in general, it tells you about your life and what
it's like the blueprint, the road map, like the Google map of your life, and it will tell you things that will be happening in your life. Some might have happened before you get the far, or you are getting initiated. All will be revealed to you when you get far. So Afa initiation is simply for you to get your the blueprint of your destiny. It's like you are traveling on this planet. Afa, when you get initiated into Fa will now tell you which routes to take so that you can be comfortable and live within nature peacefully. That's what Afa will tell you. So the Afa initiation is like giving you the blueprint of your destiny or your life. That's in a very simple form. And then we have Sweet Study is saying, I'm fine, sir. Thank you, my sister. Thank you very much. And then we have Mr. Gray. The Baba, can you charm my white man? I'm chatting for me. No, I don't. I'm not a scammer. I don't cheat people and I don't deceive people. So I cannot I cannot charm people for you so that you can deceive them. When people put trust in you and you disappoint them, it's a big deal. It may not affect you only. It will affect a lot of other black people, even though they were not participants in your business or in your fraud. But then everybody will look at every black person coming from Africa or from the country where you cheated the people, where you are coming from. They will be afraid of every black man that comes from that country, even though they don't know anything about what you did. So for me, at my shrine, we don't support scammers, we don't support cheats, we don't support what you people call Yahoo boys. No, it is not at our shrine. And we don't do any doubling of money. If you want to get rich, you work. And working does not mean that you should go and deceive people, play on people's intelligence and tell them you are a gold dealer. Meanwhile, you have not even seen the dust of gold before. And then you put pictures to deceive people, to put their trust in you. Moment you lost that trust or you deceive people, it is not you as a person only that suffers. All of us as black people will suffer that one. Because Nigerians, they are crooks. So Ghanaians are crooks. So when sometimes you travel and you are traveling and you are holding a Ghanaian passport, or you are holding a Nigerian passport, with a genuine passport, with a genuine visa in it, but you will be more scrutinized more than other people just because you are coming from that country, because there's a bad image of that country in the minds of the white people. So for me, at my shrine, those things cannot happen. At least in my lifetime, we will never do that. Maybe when I'm dead and someone is doing that, then that is a bet. In my lifetime, we don't help fraudulent people or fraudsters. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Gray. And then we have a Sweet Sadi is saying, okay, sir, thank you very much, Sadia. And then we have Africa. Hello. Hello, Baba. Can you teach me about spirituality? That's what we are teaching here. So there's nothing more to teach. If you want to come and get initiation or get initiated into some spiritual thing, please go into the profile and pick our number and contact us on WhatsApp. We will answer you. Thank you very much. The African say, can you teach me about Afa? Yes, if you want to learn Afa, you have to get initiated. Afa is not something you just learn. If you are not initiated, they cannot reveal Afa secrets to you. It is during initiation that they can teach you about Afa. Afa is not like you're just learning like how you learn a tarot card. No. You have to get initiated and then you know. Then Mr. Gray say a good reply, Baba. Thank you to Mr. Gray. Then we have Brakul Boy say nice talking. Thank you very much, Brakul Boy. Then, Mr. Gray, is far initiating dangerous? If a far initiation is dangerous, I don't think many people would have been initiated into far. If you look onto the internet, you see that a lot of African Americans and people in the Caribbeans, people in the Latino Americans are all, most of them are initiated into far. So if it is dangerous, why are people doing it? We have RRR. Is this a live broadcast today? Yes, it is RRR. It's a live broadcast today. So you can ask your question and I can answer you. It's a live broadcast today. But how will we get the telegram? We don't know. If questions are coming,
I mean, text questions, whatever.
they will talk. Somebody will talk. Okay. In case it comes. Okay. Okay. We have a Kofi Rich. Is it where we are?
Yeah.
So please, do you do business boosting? Yes. If your work that you are doing or a business that you are running is not going on well and you want to find out why and what to do to boost your business, yes, we do. But before we can do that, we will do spiritual consultation, what people call reading or divination, in order to know exactly what the causes of the fall of the business or why the business is not moving up. Then we will advise you what to do to boost the business. So Kofi Rich, that's what we do. Then we have Savage Black again. Say, hi Baba. On one of my family members has promised to take me to America. Can work on it to be that fast? I am not sure. See, one thing I want everybody to understand: the African Magic Temple that I created is a very authentic African traditional spirituality that we teach and work on. If a family member wanted to bring you to America, you have to also know what he is going through there. Does he have all the necessary documents to send you to America? It's not like jumping into a trotro and then going to Kumasi or going to Takoradi. To go to America, you have to go to American Embassy, and American Embassy have to scrutinize your documents to make sure it is correct. And then, if they think that you are qualified, and also the person who is receiving you have enough funds to host you, then they give you a visa. So your man or your family member over there must be in a very good standing position financially to be able to invite you. So you yourself, you have to do that, your background check first. It's not a question of a spirituality that the family member is not in a good position and then he will just send you money and say, oh, come to America. What about if American Embassy doesn't give you the visa? What about if the person who is there doesn't have documentations or don't have papers or it's not legally staying there? So those all you have to take into consideration before you even talk about helping you spiritually. But if all those things are in place and the person has sent you a letter and that is inviting you with all the necessary legal documents are in place, then if you want use some spirituality to expedite the processing of your documents, yes, Afa will teach you when you do a reading what necessary vosa you should do in order to get things flowing for you. And then we have Bra Cool Boy again. Please, today is my first time here. Please, can you tell me what you do. We are talking about African traditional spirituality. That's all that we do here. When I'm saying African's traditional spirituality, I'm not just saying African spirituality, because African spirituality includes Islamic practices. It also includes Christian practices and all kind of this thing. But we are talking about African traditional spirituality, and more so we are talking about voodoo and Afa. And then we have a Cool Boy say, you are really a matured man. I love your advice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Cool Boy. There. And then we have Savage Black. He say, please, Baba, thank you. And thank you too, Savage Black. We're very grateful. We have Pure Berry. Say, Togbe, please, I would like to check my star for me, because everything has gone down for me. Yes, Pure Berry. We don't check star at our place, but we check your destiny. So what you do is that if you want to know what is going on or going wrong in your life, or whatever is going on in your life, whether things that are going good and things that are going wrong, you don't understand what is happening in your life, yes, you can do a spiritual consultation, which is called reading. And then in that reading, you will speak on the money that you place to the oracle. You speak in any language of your choice from anywhere in the world. And then when we give it to the oracle will come out and tell us what is going on in your life and how you can fix it, or what to do to fix it. That's what the oracle will tell you. So if you want to know about your star or your destiny, about or whatever is happening in your life, you should do a reading. We have our number on our in our profile on TikTok, on Facebook, YouTube, and all there. You can check it, and then you call or send a WhatsApp message. We will attend to you. Thank you very much, Pure Berry. Thank you very much, you too, for the Pure Boy saying thank you. And then we have Edem Maugbe, Togbi Edem or Bokor Edem Maugbe say, it's always so refreshing listening to you, Togbi. Thank you very much, Edem. How are you? And how is China? Hope everything is going on well. I wish you very well, and thank you for joining the section. I'm grateful. Okay, we have Sila Ameji, my in-law, over there, saying good evening, Papa. I hope you're doing well, please. Yes, Sila, I am fine now. Today is a good day. I was able to wake up and did some, not jogging, but walking, and I got some energy. That's why you can see me here. How are you, and how is our princess? Thank you very much for joining the section. Hope everything is going on well with you all. My regards to your mom and everybody. Thank you very much. Okay, Pure Berry say thank you, Togbe. Thank you too. And then we have Savage Black. He said, please, Baba, do you have a spiritual society one can join? No, Savage Black, we don't have any society to join, because the African Magic Temple that I have formed, it is not a group that anybody can join. And I believe that even when I am no more here, my children will not make it an organization that people can become members. However, when you come to African Magic Temple, and African Magic Temple works for you, either it is through consultation when you do divination, or you come in for a healing sickness to be healed, or you want protection, or whatever you come to do in African Temple or at African Magic Temple. Once you become part of, you come and do anything with us, you are automatically part of the community of African Magic Temple community. But we don't have anything like a membership. We are here to solve the problems of people, to give people insight into their own life and to give them guidance. That's what it is. But we don't have an organization anybody can join. And I made it so that in the future there will be nothing like fighting over leadership and position, and then it will become a religion. I don't like religion, and I had been in many religious groups over the years. I'm not talking about Christianity alone. I've been in many different religions, and I have seen the challenges in religion whereby God is lost, or the spirituality is lost, and human being becomes the target, and everybody wants to worship a human being. That is why I form a spiritual organization that I don't want anything to do with religion. So we are purely a spiritual organization, and we don't like anything like a group. Groupings are all religion, become religion, where the leader becomes a god or a prophet, or be something that everybody will be praying to, and people in positions will begin to talk as if they are God. No, we don't want that in our African Magic Temple. So there is no membership. And then we have Jugu Meet. It's a good evening, sir. It's a section where folks give testimonies of your works.
I think she's there is a section.
Is there a section where folks give testimonies of your work? Yet I think it's on our website. There must be a place for testimonies. Yes, for sure there is. You can either make the testimonies on Revolution Voodoo Education or African Magic Temple. On our website, there's a portion you can make. You can make testimonies. Jugu Meet, thank you very much for that. And then we have Lionheart. He said, how much money will I pay for the reading, please? If you are in Ghana, our reading is 500 Ghana cedis plus 2 bottles of this drink called the Beef Eater Dry Gin. 2 bottles of this drink if you are in Ghana. However, if you are outside the borders of Ghana, we take $165 for our spiritual consultation. And then we have Travel and See saying, good evening, Daddy. Hello, Travel and See. Good evening to you, and how are you? How is your family? My regards to everybody. Thank you very much for joining the section. I think we are done with that for now. Okay, we have a Savage Black, very deep teachings. Thank you, Baba, for your efforts and time. I'm very grateful to you all who have been our fans and joining the sections regularly. I'm very grateful to you. It is for you people we are always trying to do our best. Without you, we will not be able to do anything. So we are grateful to all of you. That's what I wanted to discuss today about destiny. It's a very strong point, and if anyone can do work on it, let them work on it for you. Thank you, people. Let me go on to now I go on to okay, negative destiny, as I am saying, it's a very bad thing. And when you it's a bad thing that happens to all of us, because everybody has a negative destiny, and we all also have positive destinies. It is only when the positive destiny in your life is so strong that good things will be happening to you. Some few bad things will happen, but mostly good things. And when the negative destiny is also stronger in your life, bad things will continue happening to you than good things. Not that good things won't happen. Some good things will happen, but there will be more bad things happening in your life than good things. And when you talk about abortion is when a woman tried to kill a child that wanted to come into this world through their channel. That's what abortion is all about. Killing a child that wanted to, a soul that has taken a physical body through sexual intercourse between a man and a woman, and a soul wanted to descend into this physical world and continue its journey. Okay, so we have a Savage Black is asking a question. Say, please, Baba, do we have anything like Sikadro in African spirituality? No, we don't have Sikadro in any spirituality whatsoever. As far as my knowledge and my experience over the years in African traditional spirituality and into other spiritualities, there isn't anything called Sikadro or money, quick money, or what do they call it again? To double money or to create money, whereby a snake or you kill some human being and that person will be bringing you money. I have not come across it yet. But what I have come across is that there is so much belief in that somebody who is rich probably might have gotten money through some spiritual help or through some spirit's help, and that's why the person is rich. For this reason, a lot of people lose money to scammers, charlatans, and thieves who pose themselves as spiritual people. And they are always out there. They are always out there trying to deceive you that, if you come to us, we can make money for you. If they can make money for you, or be able to charm money, or use some dead person, or use a human blood, or whatever to make money, why do you think that they don't make money for themselves? And why should they make money for you? The truth about it is that because a lot of people and some of our stories that we were told in childhood and some of our dramas, Nollywood and all these things kind of celebrate that in the movies, that you get rich by getting some spiritual money from somewhere, and that's why people get rich. So younger people, instead of struggling to work hard or be creative in order to make money, are always dreaming of getting money without really struggling. Nature does not create anything to be vomiting money for anyone. No snake can vomit money. The snake's stomach, is it bank or is it a vault where they are keeping money that it will be vomiting money? It is not true. What people can do for you when you are unaware or you are not that smart is that they will do magic, stage entertainment magic, by creating money in a box or whatever, in illusionary way, and you will think that they can conjure or make money for you. They are all thieves and scammers. They are only there to steal your money. However, you can become rich when you are doing something in your life and you want spirits or the spirit world to help you, guide you how to boost that business in order to let your customers, your clients, and other people to patronize your business. Then, in that case, if you are selling every day or you are doing business every day, money is coming into your hand every day, then you can eat and some will remain that you can keep. This is how spirit world help you to become successful. But for something that something will be vomiting money for you, or you have a room and by the time you wake up in the morning, the next morning your room is filled up with dollars and whatever currencies. It's all lies. It does not exist. So don't fall prey to scammers and cheats and charlatans who are posing themselves to be spiritualists. In reality, they are not spiritualists at all. They are just game stars, people who are waiting to rob you in daylight. That does not exist. But if you are selling pure water and you have a pure water and you put it on your head and you have a spiritual help wherever you go, people will be calling you that, oh, please come and let me buy your pure water. If you can sell more than normal that you sell in a day, then you will make money. If you were selling about 2 or 3 bags, 2-3 bags in a day, but with spiritual help you can sell about 10 to 20 bags in a day, then of course you are making a progress in your business as well. But to think that you just sit down and money will just fall down for you to pick, it does not exist. Okay, so that is it. Who asked that question? Savage Black. There is nothing called Sikadro, that spirits can help you to be successful in whatever you are doing. Then we have a Kojo sketches. So what will be the benefit when as a benefit when you come and join African Magic Temple? There's nothing I will tell you that this is the benefit or that's not the benefit. If you have a challenge and you want to have a solution to it, come to us. We will do a reading for you. We'll do spiritual consultation for you, and we will tell you what is happening in your life, and we will also guide you on what to do to overcome the challenges. That's what we do here. We are not asking people come and join us and this is a benefit, so come and join us. We don't need members, please. We are not looking for membership. That's what African Magic Temple is. We are a spiritual center. We are not looking for a membership. We are not a religious group whereby we are looking for members to come and then be donating money to us. No. We charge you when we work for you. We charge you. We don't ask you for donation. Then Scooby say, my brother, when are you at the Painters location? Whenever you book an appointment, you know when I will be here. Then we have a Savage Black again. Please, Baba, I'm 20 years. Am I welcome to your temple? Everybody is welcome to our temple, provided you have something to come and do here. You are welcome. If you want to come and join us during our live section, you are welcome. We don't have a problem with that at all. It is not age. My children are as young as 6-7 years old, 15, 14, 20, 18, 17 years. They are all here, and if we are doing a section like today and they want to join, they join. So there is nothing like your age. We don't have a problem with age, because people as young as 5 years, if they show interest in spirituality, they must be guided. Yes, and then we have pages. Say, Father, please, can I come for you to work for me and same time go to church? Of course, if you want to go to church, you have your reason. And if you want to follow African traditional spirituality too, you have your reason. What will be your reason? It is all known up to you. We don't prevent anybody. I have people who are Muslims who are in my shrine. I have people who are Christians who are in my shrine. But then when you know what you are looking for, when you find it, I wonder if you will ever go to church again. Then we have a VPN Empire GH. How much do it cost to make a reading, please? If you are in Ghana, as I said earlier, it's 500 Ghana cedis plus 2 bottles of beef eater dry gin. And then if you live outside the borders of Ghana, it is $165 US. Echo. Which one is Echo? I mean, boy. And a cut off. Auto. Echo. Ah, okay. Economic one. So, okay, then we have a travel and see. Please, I would like to find out if someone need protection. Do the person need to come to your temple? Of course, if you need protection, if you don't come to my temple, how do you get protection? First, as I said earlier, we have to find out which spirit or which kind of protection we have to do for you. If you don't come, how will I give you a protection? But then we will have to do all the rituals and the vosas and everything here before sending the protection to you with the seeds of initiation into that particular voodoo for you, so that you can, when it gets to you, we'll guide you and tell you how to use it. Okay, we have a Savage Black again is saying that at Travel and See, can you travel to America without visiting the American embassy? That's a very good one. Thank you very much, Savage Black. Thank you. And then we have Pages. He said, Father, please, after pay for reading, will I pay again for my problem?
I'm sure it means like
Pages. The point is that when you come to do a reading, you are telling the oracle what your problems are, the challenges that you are facing, or the things that is happening in your life, and you want to know why. The reading is to tell you what is happening in your life and also give you advice on what to do to overcome those challenges. In the advice, there will be things they will tell you to do, and you need to go buy the items. You need to pay. You need to go and buy the things. If you go to market and tell market people, or go to a store and tell the store people that, oh, I'm having a problem with my life and I need a gunpowder, so please give it to me for free. If they give you and you bring it to me, I'll do the work for you. It's as simple as that. Shamba. Yeah, okay, Shamba Musa Mohammed said, good afternoon, Papa. Hope you are doing well. Yes, Shamba, I'm getting better day by day. And we couldn't talk on Clubhouse today because the app has changed, and there's no way we can have a live section on it directly today. So we are waiting to find a way around it, or to study the new app, and hopefully maybe next week, if it is possible to do a live section on Clubhouse, then we will do. Otherwise, you should switch on to Telegram, Revolution on Telegram, or we keep the Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, I don't know, because what do you call it? The Clubhouse used to give us a voice where you can speak and also to chat and send messages, but now we don't know. And, since we are not the owners of the app, we just have to wait until we find a way to do a live section again. Thank you very much for joining the section, and my regards to your family. Then we have George Sam. We have George Sam. He said, "Greetings, Toby. It's a long time. How is my brothers and our mother?" George, we are all very fine here. Thank you very much. And how are you and your family? We are grateful that you joined the section. And then we have a MC Elohim saying, "Greetings, Daddy." Hello, MC Elohim. Greetings to you too. Then we have a Savage Black again here. He said, "Please, is there a difference between Ifa and reading?" No, there is no a difference between Afa and a reading. What we we have different types of reading, but we have Afa reading also. We have crystal ball gazing. We have the magic mirror. We have the cowries reading, and we also have the direct voodoo connection, where we ask questions to voodoo whether this is this, if this is okay or it's not okay, and the voodoo will tell us. So a reading simply means divination, to divine, to be able to look into something and tell you what is happening and give you guidance. That's what is called, most Americans call it reading. But the real word that we learned when we were growing up in English language is divination. To divine, to look behind, or casting of lot, as the Bible may call it. Divination, the casting of lot. All these things are the same thing, but most people in the West call it a reading. Consultation, our people will say spiritual consultation. It's all the same, whether it is Afa or it is Ifa or it is any other divinity that is being used. It is only for you to find out what is going on and how to go about it. That's what Afa or the reading is about. Then we have let's go back there. So we have pages again, at pages. Please, I'm talking about your site. If you will charge me again for my work, of course I will charge you for my work. When I do a reading for you, I will take my consultation charges, and that is where we do the consultation through Afa or any other things. Then we tell you the things that you need. Afa will tell you, or whatever we use for the reading at the time will tell you what items that you may need to use for your work. And we will also consult with the spirit while you are with us. What workmanship should we take from you? Because we are going to work for you, and we can't work for you for free. If you go to hospital and you go and do a consultation with the what do you call it? The doctor. The doctor found out that you have a tumor in your stomach. The doctor will tell you that we are going to do operation for you. You have to buy this medicine, buy that medicine, buy that medicine for the operation. But they will charge you for the work that they are going to do for you. They don't say that you just bought medicine and that it is free, that they will work for you for free. No, because they have done consultation for you. Because if you even go to a lab and the lab has done, the doctor has written a lab form for you to go and do a lab, when you go there, they will take money for the services you will do. And if they prescribe medicines for you to use before whatever sickness or problem you're having to be over, you will buy it again. So definitely we will take workmanship from you, but we don't determine the workmanship. We will ask the spirit well how much. We will make a suggestion to the spirit well in front of you while the reading is going on, how much should we take as our workmanship, because at the end of the day it's the spirit that are going to do the work. We will do the physical aspect, then the spiritual aspect will be done by the spirit. So we will ask them and consult with them to tell us how much we should take. So there is nothing like a fixed workmanship. It is the spirit well, because we are dealing with spirits, and that's where you yourself will be there before we will ask. And when we ask, the spirit will tell us, okay, this person, take this money or this amount of money from the person, because the spirits know what effort they are going to put into it to finish or to do your work. So they will definitely tell us how much. So yes, we take workmanship as well. Then we have an MC Elohim say, please daddy, do I have a calling? I don't know. I don't even know you. How will I know you have a calling? I am not a prophet. The thing that you people do in the church is not what we do here. We don't know who has a calling and who doesn't have a calling. I'm not that kind of a priest that will sit down here without knowing you and tell you that, oh, you have a very bright future. How will I know you have a bright future? I have not even met you. You have not even met me physically. Just being online and then I'll tell you you have a bright future. I'm not a scammer. Let's move on. And then we have Beloved 247 say, what's the difference between Efa and Se? Okay, people call it Efa because they are pronouncing the A. But the area I come from in Ewe land, it is not called Efa, it is called Afa. And then the Yorubas call it Ifa. And Ese is Ewe and Fon word for your destiny. So people who get Se or who have got their Se set up for them, if they want to get Afa, they can still go in and get Fa. And that's why Afa is called only Se. While a Se that we set up in Vodou is called Eselilide Agbame or Eselilide Agbame. So there's a big difference between them. Ese or destiny is what you came into this world with. When it is set up for you, it works for you. Even if it is not set up for you, it is around you. But we have negative essay and we have a positive essay. When your life is having challenges and you are not understanding, then you do a spiritual consultation, which people call reading or divination. Then you will find out what is going on in your life. And if it is your destiny that is having challenges with you, the divination will give you a guideline and tell you that, oh, you should set up your essay, or they should remove the negative essay from your essay in order to let your positive essay grow. So essay is mainly for the Eves and the in Vodou, essay for Ewe and the Fon people. And the Yorubas in Afa, they call it Ori, your head spirit, Etaji Vodou or Orisha in Yoruba. So people whose essay are set up, some people still get Afa. Afa becomes the roadmap of your essay. When you get Fa, then you know exactly what your destiny has come into this world to do. So it is advisable that when you have one, either you have a Fa or you have essay first, whichever you have first, you should try to get the other one. Because there are people now, they are initiated into Afa and they are Bokor. But when they do, they are still having challenges. They are advised to go and set up essay as in the every way of setting up your destiny. So essay and Afa poly that you may come on are almost the same thing, but the essay leader Agbame is from the Voodoo concept, and then essay poly is from the Yoruba Ifa concept. These are the two differences that I know. And then we have MC Elohim again. And if so, is it by church way or native doctor? I don't know. That's why I said in the first place, I don't even know whether you have a calling or you don't have a calling, because I'm not a prophet. The church prophet people who say somebody have a calling, I don't know you. You don't know me. So how do I know you have a calling or you don't have a calling? And if you have a calling, it is until you do a reading and they tell you that, oh, your destiny has come into this world for you to do the work of God. Whichever way you want to do it, it is up to you. I am not God and I am not a prophet. I am only a traditional spiritual priest. So it's MC Elohim. I don't know what kind of calling you have, because I don't even know whether you have a calling or you don't have a calling, because I don't know you. And then we have let me see. Okay, it's the same. Okay. Then we have Savage Black. Baba, if one pour libation to a river and place a ring for protection, does it? I don't know. Try it and see. If it does protect you, then you know. If it doesn't, then you know. Spirituality is not just a joke or just imagine something and go and do it and then you say it's spirituality. That's a mistake a lot of people on the internet are doing. People think that, if you see somebody pouring libation, so you to just pour libation and then that's it. You to become a priest or a priestess. Do you have any connection with that river before you know whether you put a ring inside? Did the river ever tell anybody that if you put a ring inside of me and you take me out, I'm protecting you? You better look for a real priest, not just charlatans. So spirituality is not a joke and it is not a play thing whereby you just imagine that, you do this thing, you do that, that means you are a spiritual person. A lot of people are making that mistake every day, everywhere. If you want to go to a place and you don't know the way, you either have to buy a map to look on, or you have to connect to Google as it is in today to guide you, or to look for someone who has been there before so that the person will lead you there. That's what life is. But if you feel that you know and people were going, this is the way, and you go without having a guidelines, there's a probability that you will get there safely, and there's also the probability that you will not get there safely. So when you want to do something, look for someone who knows it or who has done it before, who had an experience, and let that person give you a guidance. And then we have a beloved 247 say, could someone who have said but still go to church? It's up to you. Everybody has said, but they have not set it up for everybody. We all came into this world with our destinies. So even the pastor in the church, every human being has a say. If they don't set it up for you, that's a different story. So if you want to go to church, what do I care? You have your essay, you want to go to church, what do I care? Even the Jesus Christ that you are going to the church to go and worship also has a say. Whether he has set up his say or they have set up his say for him or not, I don't know. But every human being has got a say, so it's not something to say that because you have a say, so you cannot be what you want to be. Who say if you have a say that you have become a devil worshipper? whereby you are a devil worshipper, so you can't go to church. What do you go to the church to look for? Don't you know that they say is your God? It's the God that came into this world with you before you found what Christianity or Islam or whatever religion you join? And you don't know also that when you die, it's your soul that goes with you to wherever you go back to. Let's move forward. We have a VPN Empire Ghana. I said, Daddy, is it true that one's destiny can be taken from him or her? It is not true. Nobody can take your destiny from you. What can be done is that if you don't know how to take care of your destiny and people are doing things to you, your destiny will be having challenges to be able to protect and back you up so that you go on the path that it has chosen for you. If you don't know how to work your destiny will be having challenges. But no one can take another person's destiny. Where would they take it to? The people can create challenges in your life, and that's where your destiny will have challenges. For instance, you have a child whose mother, after giving birth to the child, abandons the baby on the roadside, or drop the baby in the garbage bin, or just drop the baby in the toilet, or whatever. That is that child's destiny. That's what it has to go through before becoming what. If it is the destiny of the child to be born and drop inside the toilet, or to be born and drop inside a garbage and to die, that child will die and nobody will even talk about that child. They will only come and find a dead child in the garbage or in the toilet. But if the destiny of the child is strong, someone will definitely discover that baby and somebody will take care of that baby. So what will be happening is that the challenges that the child will be facing, either whether it's with the father or the mother or somebody who has adopted or picked that child up, will be different. But whatever the destiny of that child is, if the child grew up to a point and understand that I need to work on myself to be able to overcome the challenges I have, the child will be able to get through it and be able to win. But if the child chooses that, oh, because my mom dropped me and I've been adopted, so I don't want to do anything and I'm angry, then that's the child's destiny to just stay there, and that is it. So your destiny can be can be delayed due to the circumstances that your destiny creates in your path. But no one can take your destiny away from you. But do you even know what your destiny brings into this world for you? Do you think that destiny only brings good things into the world when you came in? If I should drift a little bit into Hinduism, if you do good things come. When you are born again, you come across good things in your life. That's how it's supposed to be. But that doesn't mean challenges will not come. But if you are a very bad person in your past life and you are born in this life, and you have some challenges and one of your leg is not good from birth, or one of your eye or both eyes are not seeing, or you are not even born with eyes, it is the payment that you are paying for whatever your past life has done. It has nothing to do with your father or mother, or sometimes it could be a joint destiny expression. I mean, it could be a joint destiny expression in the sense that your destiny, your father's destiny, your mother's destiny, they all have to join to give birth to you in order for you to experience that. So no one can take another person's destiny, but your destiny may have challenges depending on how you came into the world and the place you find yourself. Then we have Angelina Genies. Backup is to at a VPN can be taken but being exchanged. Cannot be exchanged. Your destiny cannot be exchanged either. It's a lie. No one can exchange your destiny. If it can be exchanged, that means it can be taken. Your destiny cannot be exchanged. How can somebody exchange your destiny? People can block your destiny from progressing, Because if you supposing you are born and you are supposed to become something, but through some mistakes you do in your life, maybe it's all in the path of your destiny, because people, your parents didn't know so much about destiny to remove the negative destiny from your positive destiny, and you find yourself in a situation where you cannot move forward and you cannot move backwards, and you are just stagnant at a place. Yes, your destiny has been curtailed or controlled, but that also is because one of your destinies, the negative destiny, which had pushed you into a situation to be in where you are. So destiny is the only God. In fact, if we as human beings have to worship any God, it's your destiny, because it's the one that brings you here and it's the one that takes you back. You came to meet Christianity, you came to meet Islam and Hinduism and whatever, Buddhism, everything. You came into this world before you met them. It's because your parents were either they were Buddhists, they were Christians, or they were Muslims, or they were traditionalists. That's why you were born. But it's your destiny who directed you. But if you get to some stage in your life and you are growing, you will know whether what you have been born into is working for you or is not working for you. And it is up to you to learn and try to find out the truth about your life. So destiny is actually the only God that you are supposed to pay homage to. No one can exchange your destiny, or no one can take your destiny from you. But your own destiny, the negative aspect can be more strong, that you find yourself in a situation that you are not happy about. But if you know what to do, you can get out of it. Or your positive destiny is strong enough to put you on some pedestals in life in order for you to be able to reach the top. To be born is also destiny. Evinye jiji ele segbo. Esronye dele ele segbo. Deka jeje ele segbo. Egakpokpo ele segbo. What it simply means that to give birth to a good child, it is your destiny. To be handsome or be beautiful is your destiny. To be rich and be successful in life, it's your destiny. It is not a church you go to that makes you successful, or it is not the mosque that you go to that makes you successful. It is your destiny who directs you to where. Even the parents that will born you, it's your destiny who directs you to them. If your destiny directs you to be born in the family of criminals, it is that what you will learn. You will learn about crime and you glorify crime. But if your destiny brings you to a place where you can be taught about life from a very early age, you will know about life and then you go on that path. So it is your destiny that chooses. So there is no other God anywhere than your destiny. That's why in our culture, the Ebe culture, destiny is so celebrated, whereby we give the name to people, Senyo, Sena, Seto, Seli, Sedinam, Sechuafia, Sebuabe, Segla, all kind of essay names. But that's the God. That's why we call it Essay Joto, Ame Joto. Is the essay that has become you. So whatever life you are living here, it is your destiny who has directed you. And that is why you have to work on your destiny. If you have your destiny and you want to go to church, it's up to you. You don't want to go to church, it is your destiny who will say you should. Who said I, who is here, I've never been in church before. I had also been in church, I've been in evangelism, I've been in everything before. My destiny, this is what it chose for me, that I should be able to learn more about all other religions. And then I get to this point, then I use it to celebrate and to encourage my people to understand that our tradition is not evil. Maybe people had not explained it very well in the past, or people did not understand it when it has been explained. So here I am today, a traditional priest, teaching about our tradition, our Vodou tradition. So destiny is everything. Let's move up. Then we have a Savage Black here. If one offers a sacrifice to a river, I think that's it. That one, I don't know whether it works or it doesn't work, because spirituality is not a joke. Let's go up. Then we have MC Elohim. Thank you, sir. I understand you clear. But, okay, so but, okay, when I see you, that is it. Then we have Osajifo. Good evening, Papa. Please, is it possible for one to open his or her third eye? Yes, it is possible for one to open their inner eye, their spiritual eye. People call it a third eye. Some people give it all kind of names. It is possible for you to be able to develop your premonition abilities or extrasensory perception abilities. But it is not a day's work whereby you come and somebody say, I open your eye, then you start seeing. It is something that you have to work on yourself. There's a lot of discipline on it. And if you can follow the disciplinary regulations and to the brim, of course, automatically your eye, you begin to know, you begin to see, using your inner sense or your instinct to know things before they actually happen. That's what is all the third eye about. Thank you. And then we have MC Elohim again. You are really a priest and a good father. I respect you, sir. Thank you very much, MC Elohim. I'm grateful. Kofi, move on. Let's see. Okay, I think we have one person on Bokor call is on a telegram. So if a Bokor call wants to talk, I think I don't know whether you have to raise your hand or do we have to if you, what do you do? Okay, so Bokor call, if you want to talk on the telegram, you are allowed to talk. So
Okay. Papa,
yes, Bokor, yes. Go ahead.
I was just testing it to see whether it works. You know, that's my job.
It works, yes. It's working. It's working. So it is going. If it is working, then maybe in our next since that we cannot be on Clubhouse and communicate, we may use the Telegram for people to ask live questions.
Okay, Papa. Well, I can hear you loud and clear too, so it works.
Thank you very much. Yes. Because we always have to improvise when we have challenges. We have to think very quickly.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
All
you for
right.
that.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. So here we go again, and we have a Kofi move the this thing. Okay, we have NS Kojo Ayikpa. Can you one look into their destiny and see the direction it is going? Yes, of course. That's what we were all talking about. That when you are initiated into Afa, the Yorubas call it Ifa. Some Anglo people call it Efa. Whatever you call it. Some people even just call it Fa. And even some people went on to say call it Fa. Whatever you call it. When you are initiated into Fa, you will know the direction of your destiny. Thank you very much. NS Kojo Ayikpa. Then we have Beloved 247. Calling say an Amega Shikope or calling say at Bokor. Which place is the correct place to call say? Me, I have never heard anybody calling anybody say before. Beloved 247. I've been doing reading for a long time, and I have not come around anybody saying I want to call my essay. Well, how can you call your essay? What you can do is you do a consultation about your own life and say, I don't know what is happening in my life. I want to know. By doing those consultations, and if your essay comes out around to say that, or you can even ask in your this thing that I want to know what to do with my essay or whatever. Yeah, you can ask. But the people who sit in a room and say they are calling Ngoli or calling essay or calling ghost, most of them are scammers. 99.9% of them are scammers. When they put a curtain and somebody hiding and speaking some kind of noise and making noise and say that they are talking and spirit is talking. Spirits don't talk human voice. No spirit can speak in human voice. Spirit can only speak to your mind, to your brain, to your senses. If a spirit comes into this room, if it does not want to speak to anybody's brain, it will come with its smell. And if you are conversant or familiar with that spirit, immediately you will know which spirit has come. So spirits do not talk in human voice. So if you go to any place and people start calling something and telling you that that is your essence speaking, it's a lie. I'm saying this on authority, that it's a lie. So don't let anybody fool you. Or people say, oh, your father died, your mother died, you go and call it and then they talk to you. Yes, of course, that's how they are making their money out of people. They may have some other knowledge that they are using, but that noise they are making is not anybody's voice. It's their own voice. Please, let's move up. If you want to ask to know what your say wants or whatever you want to do for your say, go to a Bokor, let them throw Gumaga, and then find out what Afa is telling about your say. The Bokor will speak in his own language and explain to you which Afa calling has fallen and what is happening. That's what you would understand. But that one calling in Amegashi and all this thing, be very careful. Yeah, they are making their way of making their money is fine, but you will just end up not having anything. Let's bring it down. And then we have Osajifo Sepaba, please. Is it true one can skip their destiny? How do you skip your destiny? That the thing is always with you came in this world with it. It's not something you see physically. So how are you going to skip it? Skip it in which way? Can you skip your shadow? If you are not seeing your shadow, that does not mean that it's not with you. When you sleep at night, don't you see that your body is lying down on your bed while in your dream you are traveling to places or doing some activities? So please, there is so much you people need to learn, but it is one by one. You remove things from your car. You don't. If you are parking your car, you pack your things one by one into the car or into the truck. And when you get to your destination, it is the same way you take them one by one. So that's what life is all about. So Yao Vodunu, they say Ago, Toby Ago. Yeah, Miawezo, you are welcome. Then we have a sweet Sadi sent us another 4 rose flowers. Sadia Akpe Bobure. And then Sadia also shared the live. Thank you. I'm grateful. Always grateful to you. I know you were the one who told me a long time ago to come on TikTok. I should go on TikTok, and I told you that I wasn't ready at the time. But then slowly, now here we are talking on TikTok. I'm always grateful. And then we have a beloved 247 saying, so please, calling someone you lost at Amegashi is a scam. Go and look, let me leave it there, okay? When you are looking for real spirituality, you will find it. If you are looking for game and all kind of stories too, you will find that. For us at Africa Magic Temple, we know what we are talking. We go to someone, say, call a dead person, and by the time you know, they are just speaking some kind of languages. Things they will say are not always true. Some of them may relate to you because they are using psychology to use it to relate to you. When you do a real reading and real invocation of a dead person, things that the person you have gone to has never known, is what they will tell you. If the dead person is in what do you call it? This English word for it, or to call a dead person. No.
To call it.
Oh, I just use it. Okay, when I get it, I'll tell you. Necromancy. Yes. Sadia, thank you. Yeah, necromancy. In real necromancy, it is very straight. Nobody is talking. No dead person can talk through other people. No dead person can talk like a human being or making. It's not true. It's not true. Those things are not true. But then that's how somebody is making their living. So let me leave it here. Let me not go deep into this. If you want to go into someone to call your dead person for you, you can go. Okay, so Sweet Sadi said gave me the necromancy. Thank you very much. And then we have a raw Jesus is mine. Hello everyone. Hello to you. Jesus is mine. Yeah. And then we have a Sweet Sadi is laughing when I was talking about this. And then we have Okatachi Okodi laughing. People just laughing. Move it up and let's see if we get to the bottom, because we are almost at the end of our today's section. No, because see, when you experience real spirituality, you can see scam very easily. Okay. Error, Jesus is mine. Jesus is mine. I say I'm watching from Kuwait. So, but I am a Filipina. Thank you very much. Mabote. Komustaka. And then I think we have Mabel Amesu. Okay, so let's go to Facebook and see if we have some more things there. DJ, he said, does your third eye open immediately after your initiation? No, it doesn't. Initiation does not open. It's not said to be opening of your third eye. Initiation is the introduction of you into the spirit world. That's what that initiation is all about. It does not open your eye or your ears or anything. You are just being introduced. The word initiation in its basic form means introduction. So initiation simply means introduction. So when you are initiated into a voodoo, you are introduced to that voodoo. And that doesn't mean that the voodoo will start talking to you or start opening your eyes or opening your ears. No, you will have to know that voodoo and work with that voodoo. And if that voodoo sees that your eyes need to open or your ears need for it to communicate with you, then, because as I said earlier, voodoo or spirit speaks to your mind. They speak to your mind. They don't speak to you directly. So whether it is your ear is opening or your eye is opening, it is your mind that receives the information, and then you will translate it into human understanding. That's why I'm saying that there is no spirit that is speaking in any human voice, whether in a Megashikope or in a Bokor house or all these people calling dwarfs and say dwarfs are speaking, all these things are all liars. And then we have George Sam Togby. Please, has my question been answered? I thought so. This is another question you have here. Okay, let me go into. So please, Togby, can one person in a family take all the riches and wealth for themselves above everyone else through voodoo or zoka means? And how will you be delivered from that power? Okay. George Sam, it's a very good question you have asked, because a lot of time people come and say that, only one person only one of our brothers or our uncle has taken all our destiny and he alone is rich. What I would advise is that go and humble yourself to that brother, uncle, sister, mother, or whoever to tell you what they did before they are able to be successful. There is nothing like whole family wealth has been taken by one person. If physically the family wealth is this mirror and one person has taken it, then we all know that this person has taken it. But spiritually, how will you know who has taken what? And where is the family wealth in the first place before somebody is taking it? There's nothing like that. Say this is a family wealth or this is family riches. Who put it there? Whereby one person is taking it. These people, stop deceiving yourself. Try to look for real spirituality. Maybe the person in the family or knows that the family's tool can bestow riches upon you, or wealth upon you, or open doors for you. The family's tool. And this person decide to be praying to the family's tool continuously, and the person's doors are opening. You can't sit down and say he alone has taken it. You to do it and see. Ask the person where he has gone through or which things he has learned in order to become successful. Then he starts sitting down. That is a religious way of thinking, a Christian way of thinking, that somebody has taken our goodness from us. From where? Where did they take it from? Where you cannot go and take it. Be realistic in your approach to spirituality. Spirituality is not a joke, and it is not a dream. It is not just imagination. Then you think that, you imagine that you are rich, and then when you open your eyes, then money is everywhere around you. It is not like that. Spirituality is a practicality, and with experiment and experience, then you know what you are doing. Not that somebody just tell you that someone has taken your wealth. Where did he take it from, and where is he taking it to? Why can't you also go and take it from there? Let us be very practical and realistic. That's why African Magic Temple is totally different shrine. We are here to teach about real spirituality, not dreams, not imaginations, and not illusions. Thank you very much, George Sam. I hope I have answered your question. Okay, let's move. Is that the other? Then DJA say one day I was walking home from work. I got to a place on my way where the ground was muddy, so I was walking slowly. All of a sudden, I heard in my mind, "Give me way." But I didn't mind, and I heard it again, this time louder. So, move. So I shift the way. I didn't see anybody when I watched back. I didn't see anybody when I watched back. Suddenly I was down with fear and some rashes on my body. Could that be spirit, or it was just my mind? No, that could be a spirit. Let me see the person who asked the question. DJA. Yes, that could be a spirit. That's why I say spirits do not speak in human voice. They speak to your mind. It could be an entity that was passing, and you were in its path, and it wants to pass, and it didn't want to hurt you. That's why it spoke to you, and it's your mind who heard it. And also to have that ghost pimple and fear, that shows that there was an entity or an energy that was passing by. That one I can confirm that those things happen. Let's move. Then we have Mike Thomas here. Hello, Papa. What can you tell us about Legba beyond what is written about him being a door opener or manager of the crossroads? And that's what that Legba is. Legba is a messenger of the gods. He's the one that takes our problems and send into the spirit world, and also take our information into the spirit world, and also make sure things from the spirit world come to us. That's the work of Legba. It's not more than that. That's what I know. So that's why when we do our Vosa and everything, we go and give it to Legba to take it into the spirit world. Whether we are feeding ancestors, we are feeding the witches, we are feeding whatever. It's the Vosa goes to the Legba, and Legba takes that Vosa to whichever place that the spirit directed us or are coming from. So Legba's job as a gatekeeper and the Lord of the Crossroad, and whatever you call them. That's his duty, to be able to take your message between the physical world to the spirit world or to the psychic plane. Legba, if we are going to talk about it in the Kabbalah, Legba will be represented by Archangel Raphael, because Archangel Raphael in the Kabbalah, in the Jewish or Hebrew Kabbalah, is the messenger of the gods. So Legba represents Archangel Michael, the messenger of the gods. It's the one that deals between the physical human beings and the spirit beings. So that's the work Legba does, and that's what I know. Whether it does many other things, I am not. I'm not sure. I don't know all. Of course, people say Legba is a trickster, in the sense that if there is a situation that you cannot handle it, Legba will find a way around it. So that's why Legba is one child of Afa Nagunu. So it is said that Legba is one of the children of Afa. So it's the one that will find a way around the problem and be able to solve it for you. So that's what it is. And then we have George Sam say, yes, please, Toby. Thank you. Thank you very much, George Sam, for that question. Okay, so I think we are almost done. Let's go small to, okay, let me see this. Michael is there.
No, a question.
Okay. Okay, we have Dr. Henry Hansen say, Papa, your studio is looking pretty well done. Thank you very much. I'm grateful, Henry. Grateful. Hope your health has improved, because my son was asking me today about your health. And so you are doing well. Thank you. And then we have Johannes Mikael here. Say, good evening, Papa. Hello, Johannes from Namibia. Thank you. And then Johannes Mikael say, good to join you again on your teaching. Grateful. Thank you too. I'm also grateful for you joining, and at least today I am a little bit strong enough to be physically here. And then we have Roseanne Gibson. He said, do you do libation? Every African traditional spiritualist and every African traditional shrine does libation, poor libation. Everybody do. If you are doing African traditional spirituality, libation is the way we pray to our gods and to our ancestors. So it's not a question. It is what every African traditional spiritualist do. Yeah, let's go. And then we have Johannes Mika say, Papa, good God bring you in this world as a leader. Your teaching is so truthful, nothing to hide. Thank you. I'm very grateful to you. My destiny brought me for this work. That's why I am here. Okay, we have okay, then Savage Black is saying that, please, does reincarnation exist? Of course it exists. In our Ewe culture, it exists. In Hinduism, it exists. In Akan culture, it exists. In every culture, it exists. And even it is in European culture, it exists. If it does not exist, why do you think that people in the Bible were saying Jesus was Elijah born back? If in reincarnation is not part of their culture. The Akans will say Ababio, and Eves will say Ametepe, and the Yoruba will say Tunde. So why does it not exist? Reincarnation exists everywhere. If something that does not exist doesn't have a name. Okay? And then we have Erua, Jesus Ismail. Say, are you speak Tagalog? Okay. Yes, Contila. I speak small, little. I had lived in Philippines before, and I have children from the Philippines, so I speak small Tagalog. But it's been many ages I have never been to Philippines, so I lost most of my Tagalog. But I can speak little Conti. And then we have a Rua Jesus Ismail. I am proud born again Christian. Jesus is Lord, church worldwide. Yes, of course. Jesus is Lord for people who want Jesus to be their Lord. Yeah. You can tell that one to the Muslim that Jesus is Lord and let them respond to you. For us, we are traditionalists. Jesus is not the Lord of our tradition. And then we have pages like, Father, I want to visit you, but I want to come home before. Anytime we are here. Pages, anytime African Magic Temple has come to stay. So you can always come. When you come home, just call and you'll be given the time to see me. Thank you. And then we have a Ra. Jesus is mine. Say you preaching the word of God, my dear brother. Thank you very much. Yes, I am preaching the word of God. The word of God is truth. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with any language. The word of God simply means truth. It is not lies. The truth is the word of God. And God is God. It has many languages, it has many names from different cultures, but God remains God. Whatever you call it in your language is what it is. And whatever another person call it in their language, it is what it is to them. So God is a universal entity, and it doesn't have a name, it doesn't have a gender. It's not a man, it's not a woman. It's God. Okay, so we have a brother, what is your religion? Please answer. Thank you. Oh, I am a traditionalist. We are practicing voodoo. That's what my ancestors practiced. And that's what has brought them to where they were before white man came to ask them to build church. They gave land to the white man to build church in our village because the white man told them that they also have God, the same like our own. So our ancestors gave land to the white man to build his church because the white man did not come from Africa. If you see any white man in Africa, it's either he has naturalized or he's a visitor or a stranger here. So if the white man was given chance to build a church and bring Jesus in that church, then you know that it was our ancestors who were so good because they believe in God. That's why they gave them land to build church. Thank you. So we are traditional voodoo priest. Okay, it's finished here. Okay, so where do we have again? What do we have? Okay, I think we have some few people on this, you know. Yes, let them talk if they want to talk. Please, Zia. Okay, you okay? Those who want to ask any question on Telegram, please. It's our first time, but let's do something. Anybody can talk, and I can talk back to you.
Hello, Papa.
Hello, Kwasi. How are you?
Yes, I'm okay, and you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How is your wife and son?
They are all doing well.
We thank God.
They are all doing fine.
We thank God. We thank God. We thank God. Thank you very much for joining on Telegram because we have challenges with our clubhouse today.
Yes, I went there and it wasn't on.
Yeah, the whole.
About Zoom. I went on Zoom as well. That wasn't on.
Okay. Yeah, the clubhouse actually we are on, but the app has changed, so there is no way we can have a live where we talk to one another. We have to find a way around it. It's new, but of course the Zoom. I think they have not set up the Zoom today. Yeah. But it's good that you are here. I'm happy that you are listening. That's very good.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks,
yeah.
I wanted to ask about the concept of not looking back. Maybe after a ritual or an initiation or something. Sometimes maybe you are told not to look back. Can you talk a bit more about it? Why it's done? What are the consequences on that?
Okay, Kwasi, what is this? Is that you see when a ritual is done for you, especially in Vosa, and you have been taken to a place where you put your whatever ritual you are supposed to do. Supposing they say witches are disturbing you. That's why things are not moving well for you. And the witch's ritual has been done, and then it has been given to the legba to take it into the spirit well and give to the witches. When the last ritual is done, like in our shrine where we blow the gunpowder, we ask everybody to go away for a while, because that is the moment the spirit is about to take off and take the thing, so it can come back and hit you. And then if you, who is the celebrant in that particular ritual, you look back, you may take the negative things back. It may hit you back. That's why most of the time when a ritual is done, you are advised not to look back until you get to your destination, especially from the place the ritual is done to the shrine. You are, so that nothing negative will come back to you. And sometimes also, when you are introduced to a spirit or an entity, and your teacher told you that don't shake him or don't say goodbye to me, because he has just initiated you, and then the spirit doesn't know you yet. You are very new. You are like new friends. And if you say, oh, I'm going home, the spirit may not follow you, because the spirit does not know you and will just remain where it is. So for your own sake, you are advised that don't shake the hands of the person who initiated you, or don't say goodbye to the person, so that the spirit will just follow you, because the master has directed the spirit to go with you and protect you. And when you go, the spirit will follow you to wherever you are going. And when you go back, call the energy does not respond to them. So for that reason, it is advisable that sometime when you are initiated, you are told not to say goodbye until you get home.
Okay. Thank you, Papa. So let's say, like, sometimes when you are walking normal, like, maybe you're walking on the street, and you look back, there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe sometimes you feel like looking back.
No.
Like there's something behind you.
There is nothing wrong with you looking back at any time. It's only at the time when a ritual is done, then they tell you not to look back from the place of the ritual to where you started from. There's nothing wrong in looking back in your life at all, because sometimes you may even feel that there is an energy behind you. You can look back, but during that particular moment where a ritual or a vosa is being done, that is the time that they tell you not to look back. So it is not like a general thing that you should never look back. You can always look back, because if you are not looking back, how will you know what is happening behind you?
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Kwesi, for that question. You don't know how many people may be wanting to ask that question. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so we are back on YouTube, and we have Michael James saying Islam 800-year history in Africa and the influence of Christian missionaries made an impact on some of the tradition in Africa. Is it true that Islam claims to brought Afar and Ifa and Fa? If so, why reject it? Islam never brought Ifa or Afar to our destiny. Afar, Ifa, or Afar, whatever you call it, had been there long before Islam came. What happened is that people who were Afar priests, some of them were forced to become Islamic people, or by their own desire, people spoke about Christianity or Islam to them, and it appeals to them, and they join. But the truth about it is that Christianity uses coercing to coerce people, intimidation, and all kind of other things to woo you to their group. Christianity does not use love to woo you. They use intimidation of going to hell Satan being going to torment you, or when you die you will not have peace. They use all kind of intimidation, or they coerce you, and so Jesus is so good and it's going to help you, and sometimes they'll give you food to eat, they give you clothing to wear, and they'll try to, then they bring you in. And when you come in, you will see that actually it is not true. The same, and in the case of Islam, they use the sword. The word Islam means I surrender. And what do you surrender? What are you surrendering to? Surrender to the knife. That's why in Islam you always see knife as a symbol. Because when you are doing something and they are bringing a new religion and you don't give back, they'll kill you, or they will harm you, or they'll put you in a situation you will not want. That's why people say, Islam, Islam, I surrender, I surrender. Afar and this thing had been there long before any of Europeans or Arabs came into Africa. It's not Afar is not 800-year-old thing. I don't know how many thousands of years that Afar is. Even if you go into Chinese culture, you will find something they call I Ching. A lot of people in the West are calling I Ching, but the real pronunciation is I Ching. What do you see I Ching to be? I Ching is like Afar. It is a lot casting. So these things have been there long before Christianity and Islam had been formed. So it may have influence on modern day people, that some people are Muslims or Christians before they became Afar. Even my teacher his father was a Afar Bokor, but because he of his own hustle and everything, he became a Christian. He even formed a church. But then he formed a church and he got to a point he realized that the church, they are just coercing and deceiving people. They know that there is nothing what they are talking about. So he finally left gave the church to the other members. He went back to learn Afar properly. Even according to the stories I heard, he was taken to court. The church members took him to court while he left the church, because he formed the church and he left the church. And then that means he's telling the members of the church that the church is not good, they should go back to tradition. So Islam and Christianity are not older than our tradition. You see, the black man had been taken into slavery from Africa. For 400, 500 years ago, our people had been taken into slavery. And these very people who had been taken into slavery were the people who brought Afar. They are the same people who brought Voodoo into the New World, into the diaspora. So if these things were not with them long before, how did they get it before bringing it to the New World? Islam is not the religion of black people. But I know Elijah Muhammad and all these people who try to make all the black people in America to think that Islam is for the black man. It's never true. The Arabs were the first people to do slavery. They were the people who were trying to sell the black man to the Europeans before the Europeans started coming themselves to come and buy it. So how can the oppressor be God be your God? How can the oppressor's God be your God? That's the truth. The Arabs were the people who started slavery. For them, it is the black man was created for them to serve them. That's the belief. But you see, because of that coercing, and because of, if you join Islam, you can eat together, you can be, you are like one. Who told you? Arabs don't respect black people. We are seeing them even here in Ghana, in our country. The Lebanese, all these people here, how many of them respect our people here? They only use us to work for them so that they can be enjoying. That's the way they look at us. The truth about life is that. It's just like how France has colonized Africa and has been using African to make their own life, and or Europe in general has colonized Africa and they are using African wealth and this thing to make their countries beautiful, and then our people here are poor. Meanwhile, the wealth is coming from Africa, developing them, and they use all kind of ways. Can you believe that Macron was buying, or France was buying uranium from Niger for 80 cents? Meanwhile, the whole world was selling uranium at 200 euros. What do you think they were? Why do you think that they were doing so? Because they just want the black man to be poor. And they will tell you that, oh, you should be a Muslim or you should be a Christian. If the Christian God is a good God or Muslim God is a good God, how can that Muslim God look at other people to be so poor while other people are taking advantage of them and enjoying their life? Think again. Let's think again. Let us think again. So, Afa, Vodou, our tradition is older than Christianity and Islam. They don't come near us at all. So, Michael, the black man's religion is not Christianity, and the black man's religion is not Islam, because the black man does not have a religion. We only have spirituality. Thank you for that question. And then we have Togbi Edem Maugbe. Say, Togbi, I was listening to some of old videos of yours, and you spoke about the dwarf energy. Must a man be initiated to feel their energies? Yes, of course, everything that you need to feel or any spirit you want to deal with, you must be initiated into it. You must be introduced to that spirit. But how will you, something that you don't know, how can you deal with it? You need to be introduced to a particular energy or entity in order to work with it and feel its energies. Thank you very much. Okay, we are now, I'm taking the last questions, please, because where we are now, it's after 6 p.m., it's almost 7 p.m., and I need to stop the program today so that I can also take rest. Then we have a Savage Black. African traditional is the best way of connecting to Creator, of connecting to nature. Yeah, I would say it's so. African traditional spirituality is the best way of connecting to nature. Then we have a VPN Empire GSA. What's the Telegram channel name? A Revolution, is it not? You just type it. Okay, you can't type it here. But it's Revolution. Revolution, just as it is on Facebook. Revolution. Then we have a Akure Raman. He said, greetings, Papa. Please, is the sacrifice of a fowl only accepted if only it turns upside down? Whenever we sacrifice a chicken to the gods or to the spirits or to the ancestors or to the voodoos, call them whatever you like, the way the chicken falls at the end or during the time that it's dying symbolizes what the spirit is saying, the spirit you are offering that thing to. When the chicken fell backward with its wings and legs up, it is regarded as a full and total acceptance. When the legs of the chicken is facing up and the wings are open and the chest is showing up to the sky, it is said that the gods have accepted it totally. And then when the chicken falls and covers itself with the chest down and the wings down and the leg is beneath it, it is said that the gods say they are protecting you, or the spirit world has accepted and they say they are giving you protection. When the chicken falls on the left side of the wing, it is telling you a story that there is a man in whatever you are doing. There is a person who is a man, a male person, who is either fighting you or is a person going to support you. A further clarification can come if you want to know more and they do a reading. When the chicken falls with the wings on the right side, with the left wing up, it is said that that is on the side of a female. in the sense that in our culture, it is believed that men usually will sleep on their left side and use their right hand to touch a woman if they are sleeping together. And this is where all these things. And women usually sleep on the left side, and men sleep. Women usually sleep on the right hand, and men sleep on the left. So this is what we use in determining what the spirit world is saying when a fowl is offered to the spirits. Then we have Akukrefe. He's saying greetings, and greetings to you too, Akukrefe. And then we have My Health Masante. So wisdom is talking. Thank you very much, My Health Masante. And then we have Sweet Sadia there again, and say at Akukrefe, I see you. Okay, then you know each other. Okay, then there we are. And then we have Akukrefe and Akure Raman saying thanks, and thank you to Akure Raman. And I think okay, Sweet Sadi say her name is Elikem. Oh, okay, Akbe. Thank you. And then Authority Rest Not. It's a good evening, Father. Good evening to you, for all of you for joining today's section. I'm going to call off today's section and call it off for now until next Sunday. I hope that my health will improve, that I can be here longer in order to be able to talk with you all and share knowledge and wisdom with you. I'm very grateful to all of you. Let's see YouTube, Facebook, and see if there's any question here. And then Sweet Sadia, I say thank you for the wisdom that you impact. I'm very grateful. And then we have on YouTube, Michael James in the US. He said, I understood everything you said, Baba. I was just questioning Islam there, false claims of this issue above. Thank you. Yes, there's so many, religion is always claiming false claims, as if we, the Africans, we never knew anything, we never knew God before they came. And I am thanking God that the awakening is happening in the political circle, and a lot of people are beginning to understand that Africa is not a poor continent or a poor continent at all. Everything that the world uses, they take majority of it from this planet or from this particular continent, and yet still we are demonized, disregarded, and called poor people. Meanwhile, we are the petrol in their engine. We are the firewood that burns and cook the food for them, and yet still we were called poor. Without the firewood, no food will come on their table, and they have regarded us too low for too long. It is time that people are waking up. Once the spiritual aspect of Africa wakes up, Africa will be totally free from colonizers, be it Arab or European. Thank you. And then Johannes, we are done with Johannes. Who is there? Okay. Then George Sam is talking. This generation has lost a lot of things when it comes to African voodoo spirituality. Yes, I agree with you. But slowly, we will get it up. We'll get it back. You educate one person, and that person will go on and educate other people. So thank you all for today. And then we have Bismarck Money Autry. I'm Bismarck from Ghana. Thank you, Bismarck, for joining. We are almost finishing before you come. But I thank you that you are here. Yo, ago, maoga soboli sakiti kataka, maoga se, medo ago. But yo, togbe mama opete, yo vedu poklam pete, yo togbe glimdo be kocho jima po abejan. Ngbe koma kwa chine, tune glimdo, pone glimdo, done glimdo, nyane glimdo, ahene glimdo. Dola mene glimdo, bechivono glimdo, ngolivono glimdo. Abe yenye yepe megade funo mfika hivi fola. Kutuno dani, pono dani, bechivono dani. Ngolivono dani, ajevono, tronvono dani. Nvono dani be yenye gbongelo be yo mi akake afana gonu me dakpe akanyi me dakpe lo jopata me dakpe gongongongonglo Aklama. Thank you all for today. May you all have a very beautiful and a successful week. May the ancestors continue to bless you and open doors for you. May they see you through till another week. May the blessings of the God of hosts, the blessings of nature, the blessings of our fathers, and the gods of our fathers continue to be with you. Thank you all very much. Amazing.